beatable team in the NFL?
Well, I never thought they left that mantle. You know, Jacksonville came in, beat them, and I said maybe Jacksonville, they're built to, to stop New England. But when you see Julian Edelman back out there on the field, Gronk, Josh Gordon trying to figure out how to guard him, Sony Michel's running the ball, James White's receiving it out the backfield. It's just so many matchup nightmares that as a defense, you're like, I don't know how we stop these guys. And so if this team stays healthy, it's a couple other teams that are flirting with being in that realm as far as being able to challenge them. But unless you can really put it together in November and December against these guys, because we all know that's when they're at their best. They're still working the kinks out. And Bill Belichick and Tom, they are ultimate chess players. They will set you up all season long, almost take a loss to a team like Jacksonville, because they're not going to show you everything. They're going to see the things that Jacksonville was successful doing, and they're going to have a formula for it in the playoffs and later down the line. And so I don't worry about a lot of the early season mishaps in New England, because I know at some point they'll get all that corrected, and they're playing chess while the rest of the NFL is playing checkers and worried about winning the game right now. They're worried about down the road.
Yeah, I mean, look, we know what they represent. Coach Belichick, Coach Brady, as long as they're there, they're going to start the season as the favorite in the AFC. But at some point in time, somebody's going to take these short passes away and force them to, throw the ball down the field. Last night, Skip Bayless, this is what I was talking about. 28 of his 44 passes, 64% within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. 24 of his 34 completions, 70% within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. This is what they've turned themselves into. Now, they might, with Sony Michel being able to run the football, that might give them more opportunities. But what concerns me, Tom Brady has never, ever concerned me. That defense does. That defense is concerning, Skip, because we see them now. Okay, they got that one pressure on and the one sack, and how that wasn't body weight on Andrew Luck. It's unbeknownst to me. I don't know what the rule is. I guess if two people land on the quarterback, they look at the guy that's in the middle of the two as cushioning the quarterback, so you can put all your body weight on him. So that's what happened there. But the defense is concerning. They don't consistently get pass rush. I think they lock, even Gilmore. I don't see it, D-Hall. I just don't see it, and that's what's concerning to me. I don't worry about Tom Brady. Tom Brady, probably to beat them, be it your building or theirs, is going to take you 28 points. Somehow that's the magic number you're going to have to get to, because Tom Brady can get that. In the AFC, all the teams that could cause them problems offensively, Pittsburgh's offense, and Kansas City's offense, San Diego's offense. What about the defense?
Yeah, they don't have a
You
defense.
got to trot somebody out there to try to stop Tom Brady, and that's what's concerning. So would I be shocked if they represented the AFC in the Super Bowl? No. But do I think they're the best team right now? No, I think that goes to the LA Rams. I think the Rams are a better football team than the Chargers.
Who in the AFC will come out besides New England, do you think?
I had the Chargers, but with Joey Bosa being out, Pittsburgh, Kansas City's defense, no chance.
So they got to be, right?
Jacksonville.
Jackson. Hold up.
I teeter back and forth on Jacksonville because I want to believe in them, but I can't fully trust Blake Bortles. It's just the way I feel.
Skip, there was a game show, and you remember this, to tell the truth. My name is Blake Bortles, and there were 3 contestants. My name is Blake Bortles. My name is Blake Bortles. Blake Bortles plays quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Sometimes he can be up, sometimes he can be down. Will the real Blake Bortles please stand up with what they ask?
So you think he's so nameless and faceless that you could put him with 3 people and nobody would know who he is?
Nobody.
Unless they have to ask questions? What do you do for a living, right? So, my takeaway from last night is the Patriots are still the team to beat in the National Football League. And I agree with you. I do not trust their defense because bottom line last night, Andrew Luck had 439 total yards and Brady had 438 total yards. 439 for Indy, and they went 9 of 18 on 3rd and 4th down conversions. And the Patriots are 25th in the NFL allowing 3rd down conversions. That is not good. That's not how you win a lot of football games. But all of a sudden, to me, I'm going to say it again, Tom Brady has a new nuclear weapon named Josh Gordon. He is nuclear, man, and it will only get better and better because Brady is starting to trust him. And what I loved and hated about the 500th touchdown pass by Tom Brady was it was by far his worst decision and worst throw of the night. It was just, what are you doing? I'm like, that's intercepted. Because
It was.
It worked.
He's off his back foot. He threw like a fall-away pass. He's got a rusher coming free. He wanted Chris Hogan over here because it looked like he was free
He
up
missed
the
him up the
seam.
seam.
He just missed him. And then he comes back, but he's thinking, I got nuclear. I got Josh Gordon. He's 6'3", 225. I'm just going to throw him a punt and hope that he can catch it. And two kids playing, the two backups for Indy should have caught it.
That's exactly what they look like. Yeah, I mean, two defenders there, but that's the special player that Josh Gordon is. He allows you to do that.
Okay, and Tom
that's how
trusted, like, I'm just going to throw him a jump ball, and maybe he didn't have to jump because they both just completely misplayed the ball. He just held his lap.
He's
Like,
right.
what are you doing?
Still good ball skill. I mean, that play right there showed me that this offense can be special.
Yeah, that can be special because
Because,
if he continues to emerge as the nearest thing to Randy Moss for Brady since Randy Moss, and you still have Gronk and you've added back Edelman, and I know he catches a lot of dinks and dunks, but that's just what he does.
But
it's hard to stop it.
But you know those dinks and dunks, it keeps you 3rd and 2,
It does.
3rd and
Yeah,
3.
it does.
And then now all of a sudden, and I'm like, Brady is staring down over here, the touchdown to James White. I'm like, defense, when have you never known Tom Brady to stare down the receiver? He's looking over here like this here. Everybody moves that way, and there's James White. I'm like, dude, for real?
How do you defend it? I don't know, because if you're going to double Gronk, and at some point you might have to start doubling Josh Gordon, and James White just loops out of the backfield, and he just flips it to it. What are you going to do?
And Skip, you know why I was so surprised that Tom Brady threw that ball? Considering how his night was going. He's like, I got 2 camera interceptions.
Yeah.
If I throw this ball up here, there's no way. There's no way one of those guys are not going to come down with it. But he puts it up and he comes down. You're living right. See, when you live right, things like that happen good for you.
Something he probably saw in practice. He's probably throwing a couple of them balls in practice and seeing Josh make plays on him to be able to trust him to do that. But it's different trusting a guy in practice and in a game when my stats are on the line. And so for Tom to throw that up, I mean, Josh must be doing something in practice that's warranting that trust.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he's, in the one-on-one, because, they go one-on-one, in the one-on-one drills. I'm sure he's killing. There's not a DB over there that can deal with him in one-on-one. So, Tom is making throws. He's like, okay, exactly.
I got something. But if D-Hall is back there on that play.
Oh, that's a pick. I mean, any Skip.
You would have been saying thank you when the ball's halfway
I told somebody,
there.
as a DB, you got to that ball's in the air, I'm going to get it. Those guys was kind of like, what to do? Run into each other.
They just signed 41 on Wednesday. They just signed him off the street, and he's in the game. Come on, that D-Hall. Get a man a break.
And both of them are in their 3rd year undrafted. One out of Georgia Tech, one out of Notre Dame. But they're just undrafted free agents.
Smart kids.
Just kids.
They probably
but they're smart.
should be doing finances or something. But, they didn't fail.
Okay, so I look down the road, and it's not going to get that much easier because you say it's the AFC least, and I give you that because they should sweep their division.
Oh, yeah.
But they got Kansas City coming a week from Sunday, and it's on Sunday night. Then they go to Chicago. These are the non-division games. They have to go to Chicago. They got the Packers. They're at Tennessee. They got the Vikings, and then they're at the Steelers. It's not that easy.
The Bears and Khalil Mack, that's going to be interesting to see that defense against Tom.
Yeah. So the odds are, because you said sometimes they'll take an L just to figure things out, but they took an L at Jacksonville, and it was a bad L, and Blake Bortles lit them up. So the odds are, to me, and I said it the day after that game, they're going to have to go back to Jacksonville and right the wrong in the playoffs. It just sets up that they're not going to have home field this time.
But even if the Jags have to go to New England, they played well enough there to let them know we can beat them. Skip, I remember losing to Kansas City in the regular season and we having to go back in '97 for the playoffs. But because we played so well, it took a last-second field goal for them to beat us. And they won the division, so we had to go back there. We felt very comfortable going back there. You know what? If we play our game and we don't turn the ball over like we did last time, we can beat these guys. I think Jacksonville realized that,
what did the Giants do at the end of '07? The last regular season game at the Giants?
They played them close.
38-35, and then they go play them in the Super Bowl, and they say, we ain't afraid of these guys.
And that's what Strahan said we felt like as good as they were, they only beat us by 3. We don't think we played particularly well. So the Jags like, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, they beat us last year, but we gave that game away in the second half, especially late 3rd and 4th quarters. So they're going to have some confidence. I believe still the road to the Super Bowl through the AFC is going to go through Foxborough.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope you're right. That's my pick. It's not going through the Chargers?
Whatever, Skip.
I don't know.
Just because the Chargers, it doesn't go through L.A. doesn't mean, sometimes you got to make a detour. As a matter of fact, it's closer to get to Atlanta from Boston than it is Atlanta. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I might catch me a flight. Oh,
So, D'Angelo, my man across the table, gave my man Tom Brady a B for his performance last night. You like that?
Oh, no.
A B?
No.
oh, the screen.
B?
He was throwing up the screens.
The two interceptions was drops.
Okay, what about
So I
drops.
can't even count those. They count, but they don't count.
What about on third down when he hit James White in the foot? They could have kept
He was
it.
under duress, man.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't under.
Well, he felt like he was. He felt like he saw some ghosts.
And then he overthrew James White. I mean, look.
Did
I mean,
Edelman,
we want
a second.
sheer perfection from
Yeah.
Tom.
Did
Sometimes,
Edelman not drop?
Oh, that was a drop.
30-yard pass.
That was a
40
drop.
yards?
That was a drop.
Yeah, so he should have been over 400 yards, and you give him a B.
But what about that? What about those sliding catches that Gronk took off the shoe top?
Oh, please. I didn't see that.
Yeah, you saw that. You saw Gronk taking them balls off his shoe
every
top.
throw is not going to be perfect.
That's what Skip tell me.
But when it hits you in the hands, you got to catch it.
I mean, I think
pop it up
Hogan.
and get a
Now
pick.
Hogan got to make that catch, but I think Hogan was pulling up, and he led him, and the next thing you know, the ball got up. Hogan like, whoop, whoop. That one that Gronk, the guy made a great play. Now, come on, the guy hit him from the blind side and popped it up, and then Gronk, he got unlucky like Alshon did in the Super Bowl. Skip, his hand popped it up in the air because. But I mean, come on, that's Gronk.
Yeah,
It's gonna
Gronk one of
happen.
them plays
You know
you,
what?
can't be mad at.
I think
because it
Chris
happens.
Hogan's in the doghouse now. Maybe that's why he looked at him and said, nah, I'll try this.
Hogan's like, man, I got me to redeem myself.
Yeah.
He hit me in the seam.
I know.
Because the safety was
Hard to
3D,
let a
the
guy
safety
like Tom
rotates.
Brady down, man.
Yeah.
Well,
What would you give him? What grade would you give him?
I'm saying an A.
Woof.
I can't go A plus, can't go A minus.
Just an A, just a
saying an
solid A.
Just because those two interceptions, even though they go on his stats, I can't say they're his fault.
threw the ball
I
up.
can't say, oh, he just threw it and the corner broke on it, or he threw a bad ball, the corner picked it off. Nah, that wasn't the case. He threw two great balls.
I
in
wouldn't
their
say they were
hand.
great.
I mean, they were good enough balls that
Yeah,
should have been caught.
NFL receiver
Both
got
passes should have been caught.
Shannon Sharp.
Yes.
I regret to
Shannon give?
inform you, he gave him a B. I regret to inform you, Tom Brady is playing better than ever at age 41.
I disagree.
He's going to haunt you for 4 more
I disagree.
years.
I mean, he played better after the 2-game suspension. He played better than that. Skip, remember he came back and threw for 400 against Cleveland? You remember that? Oh, you remember
I
last?
thought he was special.
You remember last year when he threw those walk-offs? You told me he went to New Orleans and put 450 on Drew Brees.
He did after
And then
they had lost.
And then he came back and put 375
Well, he
on
was
Carolina.
only the MVP of the league
Okay,
last
then
year.
so he played.
I still think he's got a shot at winning MVP
No,
this
no,
year.
no, no, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
No?
No, Mahomes and
Oh,
Drew
it's
Brees.
over? It's
No,
over?
it's not over, but I'm saying, have you heard anybody mention him?
No.
You hear they mention Mahomes.
They weren't talking
mentioned
about him last year at
Yeah, they
this
were.
time. No.
Khalil Mack, Drew Brees.
It's a long season.
Yeah.
It's a long season.
Yeah.
But he got 3-4 picks now, Skip?
I'm not sure one has been his fault.
Oh, don't do that, Skip. Why would you do that? Tell me it's not his fault.
Well, the 2 last night were definitely not his fault.
He threw them.
Oh, okay.
What about all those ones I done broke up?
Yeah, right.
Thanks for being here. I need a buffer sometimes.
I know, right?
Thanks for joining us. Next up, will Conor McGregor pull the upset tomorrow
Whoop.
night?
Whoop.
We shall discuss.